Hey, welcome back. I'm Mira. I'm an executive coach for burnt out leaders. And every week, I'm here to help high performing executives save 10 hours a week and set better boundaries that actually stick and create real time for their family, for their health, and themselves, especially without you feeling guilty about it and without you feeling like you're falling behind at work. If you're someone who's good at your job, who cares deeply, and who can't seem to stop, this life is for you. I want to ask you something. When was the last time you actually rested and didn't feel guilty about it? Not just a break. I mean, really rested without checking your phone, without thinking about Monday, without that low hum of, I should be doing something right now when you're resting. For a lot of people I work with, that moment doesn't exist really. They're exhausted, but they can't stop. They know they need to slow down, but slowing down feels dangerous for them. Like if they stop, something will fall apart, and they feel like they will fall behind if they are resting, and they feel like they will lose what they've built. So they keep going and then wonder why they are burnt out. And here's what I want you to understand today: the inability to slow down is not a time management problem. It's not about your schedule. It's not even about your job. It's a nervous system and identity problem. And that is why tips alone never fix it. And they will never fix it in the future either. And here is what most people don't see about themselves. If you grew up being rewarded for your output, your performance, your result, your brain learned something very early. Being busy means I'm valuable. And slowing down means I'm falling behind, or worse, I'm not enough. And that belief got reinforced over and over in school, in your first job, maybe in your family, and now it lives in your body and not just in your mind, your actual nervous system. So whenever you are slowing down, there is this kind of the feeling of the feel of danger, that something dangerous is happening now, and you feel unsafe by resting or by slowing down. And this is because you learned early on slowing down or resting means something dangerous, and it's not in your system currently. So it feels unfamiliar. So when you try to rest, your body panics. Not because rest is bad, it is because your system has been trained to read stillness as a threat. And that guilt you feel when you are not productive, that is not your conscious talking. That is a survival pattern. It keeps you safe for a long time, but it is costing you right now. And the goal isn't to force yourself to slow down. The goal is to make slowing down feel safe. I want you to hear this again. The goal isn't to force yourself to slow down, it's to make slowing down feel safe. And if this resonates with you, I want you to drop a comment and say yes. In today's live, I want to give you three key frames to change, to unlock change, or to make a simple step forward in towards change so you can really move forward without feeling stuck currently. And the first shift is rest is not a reward, it's a requirement. I don't want you to see rest as a luxury to have. It's actually a necessity. You have to have rest. You have to slow down in order to fuel you up, in order to charge yourself up so you can be more focused, more attentive. And in that way, you can actually move faster forward without being stuck. And you've been taught that rest is something you earn after you've done enough, but there is never enough when your worth is tied to your output. Rest has to become non negotiable, not a threat you give yourself when everything is finished, because it's never finished. That's why resting is a necessity and nothing, like, not a luxury to have. You have to have time to rest, to slow down, in order to charge yourself up, in order to be more focused out of it, in order to be more attentive, more relaxed, more in flow, and more in a state where you can feel like you're moving forward without being stuck. And the next shift I want to give you is slowing down is not the same as falling behind. Your brain has connected those two things together, but they are not the same. The executives who sustain a real performance long term are not the ones who never stop. They are the ones who know when to pause so they can show up clearly. This is what I mean from the first one. Rest is a necessity, not a luxury to have. And slowing down protects your edge, it doesn't remove it. Thanks for watching, Tiffy. And last but not least, the last shift is the guilt is a pattern. It is not the true. Whenever you're resting and you feel the kind of guilt, it is just a pattern you learned and you can unlearn it. It is not a truth. It is just the way you operate it right now. And that's why it feels unfamiliar whenever you are slowing down, whenever you are resting. When you feel guilty for resting, that feeling is old programming talking. It is not evidence that you are doing something wrong. It's your nervous system doing what it was trained to do. You can acknowledge it without obeying it. And I feel the guilt and I'm choosing to rest anyway. So, whenever you feel guilty when you're resting, I want you to affirm statement like, I feel the guilt and I'm choosing to rest anyway. In that way, you are reinforcing yourself that that it is safe when you're resting. And with practice, you will see it will get familiar. And it is not dangerous actually. Nothing dangerous happening right now. You are just unlearning a pattern that you learned long way ago, and it is not serving you currently. Yet you that's why you feel stuck and you want to move forward, and you have to do uncomfortable things in order to grow out of your comfort zone, what's keeping you stuck. That's what boundary work actually look like. You have to have boundaries for yourself in order to move forward. So here is the truth I want you to leave with today. The problem is not that you don't know you need to slow down. You know. The problem is that somewhere you learned that slowing down wasn't safe for you. And you can unlearn that, but not with another to do list or another planner or another method or another productivity hack. You unlearn it by working on your nervous system, your identity, and the beliefs that are running this show underneath all of it. And that's the real work, and that's the work that actually stick. And if what I shared today felt true to you and if resonates with you, I want you to know that this is exactly what we work inside my program, the one-on-one realign method. I help high-performing executives save 10 hours a week, set better boundaries that actually stick, and create real time for your family, for your health, and for yourself without you feeling guilty for it and without you feeling like you're falling behind at work when you do it. We don't just talk about strategies here, we address the pattern underneath, the root cause, the nervous system, the identity, the beliefs that keep you stuck in overwork, even when you are exhausted, even when you're drained. And here is what I want you to do right now while you still feel this. Every week you wait, the pattern gets more familiar, the overworking becomes more normal, and the idea of actually changing starts to feel more out of reach. And you don't have to wait until you're completely burnt out to start choosing differently. You can start now. I want you to DM me the word ready, and I will send you the link to book a free stress audit call with me right now. And in that call, we will look at where the gaps are and we will map out your first steps to take. And it only takes 2 minutes to book a call. Start now. And I'm thanking you for watching today's live. I hope you have all the tools now, or the tiny shifts actually creates lasting changes when you are consistent with it. Consistency is the key. Don't wait. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself. If you have any question right now, I will stay a little bit here. If not, we will see us in today's on Friday's live. If there's no question, thanks so much for watching.